welcome back to the Relentless Racing League. Got the Conor Darnell Designs Xfinity Series here at Kansas, and like you saw before the race, big thank you to all you veterans out there. Happy Veterans Day. Appreciate all of your guys' service from one veteran to another. I know the sacrifices y'all have had to make, the memories you guys have missed, the moments you guys have missed, and sometimes it goes, on some blind eyes, but we do thank you guys for your service, and hopefully tonight we can get a veteran in Victory Lane. Actually, I got a veteran in here, current veteran, Mr. Tony Frey joining the booth. What's going on, Tony?
Oh, not much, man. How you doing?
I just got done playing a little Veterans Day stuff I found on YouTube and stuff like that for these guys. The only day out of the year we get.
Right?
And I say that because a lot of people mistake Memorial Day. Not Memorial, yeah, Memorial Day. No, that's not our holiday. That is for the people who have died for this country. That is not ours. I get so frustrated. People, thank you for your service. It's like a Memorial Day. I'm like, no. That's not my day. My day's in November.
Technically, my day is Armed Forces Day.
Oh, because you're active, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, and one of the things I talk about, for Veterans Day, I mean, whether you deployed or not, every veteran has had to spend a ton of time away from their family. They've missed milestones, they've missed birthdays, they've missed anniversaries. I'm pretty sure you being in 20 plus years, you've missed maybe an anniversary or birthday or two.
I've missed so much, man.
And that's kind of like one of the things that kind of go under the radar when people think of veterans. It's like, oh, cool, you're in the Army, yeah, but you don't know everything that we're missing to serve the country. I know. I had to go to Korea 2 months after my oldest. My first kid was born.
Yeah, you miss a lot of family events and gatherings and whatnot, but we signed up for a reason.
Oh, Ethan Collier, the quickest guy out there on track. I don't know if he got laps on. It was looking pretty like a pretty handful. I think someone posted in the Xfinity chat that this track can be a handful here tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be definitely loose out there. Like, it feels like you're driving on ice. It's gonna be interesting to see who can survive this.
Very pretty Chessman. How about Chad Wiggins here in qualifying? He's jumping up to P6 on the board. Saw out there by Chad here early on. So some guys left. This William Peter goes P3.
I will tell you, I ran quite a few laps out there, and a 31.0 is fast. I couldn't break a 31.2 without any draft. So definitely, those guys are driving it on the edge.
Yeah, let me get a better look at Ludy from them time. Whoops, results. Wow! Ludy Chestnut separated by 1/1000th of a second. I think that's insane at a track like this. Buzz killing AI. Who is that? He said, I love you, Isaac. Who is that?
I do not see that. I joined after.
Who's Buzz killing? Don't look at my lap, I'll sue you. I don't know who you are, so it's hard to look at your lap. Emotional distress. Is it Null? No, it's not Nullback.
I'm willing to bet that might be Preety.
No.
No. Could have been.
Is
Could
it
have been.
is
Oh.
it-
Is it
Oh.
Grindle or is it Preety?
Jacob got me confused now. No, it's not Grindle. I don't think. Hold on a second. Let me go. Previous comment.
Oh, there we go. It's not Preety, so it's Grindle.
Okay, Livewire. Yep. I had to see Livewire. That's all I had to see. That's all I had to go back and see Livewire. I think Chaz is out here. We're over here looking at Chaz. I think Chaz is out here getting some pit lane practice in right now. I mean, mile and a half, they're tricky coming to pit lane. Kansas isn't that bad, but yet I haven't raced the Xfinity car yet here since they redid it. So that transition down on the apron could really upset these cars more than I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's for as loose as this car is out on the racing surface, it's not terrible getting to pit road.
Oh, really?
I was pushing it pretty hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it really it was pretty comfortable. There, it gets a little bit loose on that transition, but it's pretty easy to gather back up.
Alrighty. I think that was qualifying. Yep, there's qualifying. 130 laps out here tonight for the Veterans Day 195, sponsored by Mr. Jacoby. I don't know if he did the logo or someone else did. It looks pretty cool. Take me some time. I was gonna do one, but he made one up. He got one made up for me. Anyways, 130 laps here tonight. Stage break at lap 40. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to make it to 40 on fuel. If not, they're like a lap or two short, so it should be easy to save on fuel.
Sitting on pit road without turning any laps, it was showing 35 laps of
Oh,
fuel.
wow.
So
Okay.
the pace obviously is going to slow way down as
But
the
five
tires wear,
laps?
but yeah, it might be close. They might be able to. Some of them might bank on stretching it here,
Anyways, pretty
save them a set
chest.
of tires.
Yep. Pretty Chessman getting a pole position. I believe it's the second or third of the year. Pretty has had some really solid qualifying runs this year. Evan Ludy, it shows he is tied on SDK, but Evan Ludy's actually 1/1000th slower. Second row, you have Cedric Broso, William Peters, Ethan Collier, Tom Goldcrow's a solid qualifying spot there in P6. Eric Schaefer and Justin Atkinson, row 4. Justin May, Chad Wiggins, row 5. Brandon Banks, Mitchell Conley, row 6. I almost said Hughes, but there's no way in hell Hughes is all the way up in 11th. No offense, Hughes. Sam Gordon, Jason Hastings, row 7. Row 8, Nathan Penley, Justin Miller, Brian Marshall, and Kevin Biggs. Kind of shocked Kevin's all the way back here in 17th. A lot of ground to make up for him, as this is the type of track that usually fits Kevin Biggs with how he drives the car. Alan Grindle, Gordon Spain, row 10. You got the Tomater, John Delmater, Alyssa Peltier Sharp, Joseph Nalback, Sylvian Gallant, row 12. Row 13, Riley Barton, Josh Van Weston, Scott Stewart, our only multi-time winner this season. No, correction, we have had 5 different winners. He had a really good race last week. And Michael Newbrow all the way back in row 14. Vincent Vacken, Davey Hendricks, row 15. Darren Cannon, Sean Pointer, row 16. Rick Williams, Brady Price, row 17. Holy cow. I keep forgetting there's 40 drivers in this series now. Mr. Tony Frey and Matt Fornes, row 18, 19. There's Huggies. There's Brandon No Money Hughes. John Schollenbacher and Jacoby Treat run out your field. And I was going to say this real quick. One thing I've noticed about the season with this change is I've been seeing Schaefer really struggle in qualifying. Last season, he was running, like, he was qualifying top 5 almost every race. It seems like this season, he's struggling to get a top 10 qualifying spot. But
Yeah,
on the long run, he shows.
Yeah, he's had the speed, maybe just being a little conservative in qual. But I mean, they changed these cars. They made a 180 in my opinion. They used to be super tight, now they're super loose. So a lot of these guys are still trying to get a handle on them.
Yeah, currently your 5 winners this season: Eric Schaefer, Scott Stewart, Cedric Broso, not Brady Price. I'm going with the polls. My bad. Scott Stewart, Evan Ludy, Nathan Penley, Justin Miller, and Ethan Collier. Your 5 winners this season. Ethan Collier, I can't remember if there's. Do we have a minimum position for playoffs or just minimum start?
Minimum starts.
Oh, he might get lucky there. Pace truck pulls off. We're gonna get the green flag going here. 130 laps here at Kansas. One of the best tracks on the real life next gen circuit. Pretty able to get a good launch. So we're going to see early on what's the preferred line rolling through the corners. They got a yellow already. Matt Force. What did you do, Matt? Uh-oh. Won't we go like that? Alright, let's see if we can't watch Ricky Williams. He was involved in it. Oh, Brandon just... Not sure what Brandon was doing there. Hughes went to go and just... I don't think he was anticipating a checkup that late. That was a really late checkup, actually. Really late checkup. And he's gotten back at Ricky Williams, sending him around. I think Ricky. Oh, he towed. Oh, no, he didn't. He's blinking out. I think he's definitely got the short end of the stick here. Looks like he hit that wall pretty good. Yeah, he did. Pretty good damage on that front end.
Yeah, that's a rough start.
Yeah, I'll have to give him. I'll give him crap for it when I go hang out with him Friday night.
And
Well,
I will tell you, I believe everybody is going to be super conservative here, and I think that's one person was not being super conservative, and everybody in front of him was, and that's kind of what happened there, in my opinion.
I'm gonna go on board. I don't know if it wasn't he was being conservative or I'm trying on board here because he's laying back on the start. He's getting it going. He's right behind the 11. Oh, Hughes couldn't see the checkup. Hughes could not see the 2 in front of the 11 at all. And by the time he saw the 2, he was, yeah. So I wouldn't say that's aggressive, Tony. Just more so couldn't see what was going on and was not anticipating a car to be that slow past the start-finish line.
Right.
Now, if that was like before the start-finish line, yeah. But after, I don't know.
And I'll be honest with you, as loose as this track is, we are going to see a lot of variance as far as braking, when people are lifting. Because if you overdrive these corners, you're going to lose it. It's very, very loose.
Yeah, and as far as Veterans Day go, I think Xfinity has the most veterans. We got Van Weston, Peters, Hughes, Nalback, Conley, Sollenbacher, right? Yep. So it's that 6, 7. And then the truck's got the couple too. I was kind of surprised when I was doing this. I was going through it and it said Nathan Eastep Coast Guard. I was like, wait, what? Coast Guard?
Yeah, he's the only one.
It's crazy because we have no Air Force veterans. I was originally wanting to do something where I put all the forces in a corner and separate them like that, but we had no Air Force veterans. So it's like, okay, well, there goes that plan.
Only one Navy guy, too.
Yeah, no shocker, it's Matt. He seems like a guy that'd be in the Navy. I should have got a hold of one of the Marines and asked him to run a Crayola crayon paint scheme for this race. Maybe I can get more to do it Wednesday. $130 laps in hell, St. Grindel.
It's going to be tough all night.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, Kansas has always been one of the few mile and a halves the cars get looser as the run goes on.
Yeah, I mean, they are loose with
Already.
fresh tires and full
Yeah.
fuel. You take some of that weight off the back end and take away the grip on the right rear, it's only going to get looser.
Yep. A lot of mile and a halves we go to, majority of them, they get tighter for the run as the run goes on. Kansas and Chicagoland and Vegas, I think the only 3 that I can remember off the top of my head that get looser as the run goes on. I know Texas gets tighter. Charlotte definitely gets tighter as the run goes on.
Yep. The only saving grace these guys might have is if the track rubbers up and adds some grip, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I'm looking through the schemes real quick. Not Nalback, my apologies. Golker is running a neat little Coast Guard scheme, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was a old Nationwide car that ran that scheme back in the day. Or something like that. I know there used to be a Coast Guard scheme in the Nationwide series. Neat little scheme Golker got running. I think Nalback's running one too. We'll go look at Nalback's scheme here in a bit. Green flag back up in the air. See if we can get past the start-finish line this time. I don't think that Schaefer really made some work on that restart last time by. Gained a couple spots on the outside. Looking to make some moves here. Chad Wiggins looking to make some moves on the outside. Everyone making it out of turn 1 fairly cleanly. Pretty chest punt leading them down the back stretch into turn 3. Look at Ludi running all the way up against the wall.
I noticed him doing that in practice, and I don't know how he was doing it. I mean, those bumps up on the high lane definitely upset the car. I don't know how he was able to get through there and keep pace.
Yeah, well, it set him up to try to complete a pass here, but Pretty Chessman have the high line. And that's one thing here at Kansas, whether you're in 3 and 4 or 1 and 2, the high line can give you some momentum going down the straightaways. Pretty able to hold off Evan Ludi here in lap 7. Yeah, and I prefer tracks that make you run the wall. I don't know why, I just feel more comfortable up there. Which is crazy because you have like no room for air.
Right.
We were talking about Nullback earlier. He was running his scheme. We'll go back to him, and he's battling it out with the 77 Alyssa Peltier. Trying to find my zoomed in camera. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I saw his car earlier in practice, and I really like that car.
Yeah, he even has a little 911 thing on his rear deck lid.
And he's got a portion of the Army song on the back end of that car.
What's that say? Nullback's a Desert Storm. Nullback served in Desert Storm?
Nullback is an older guy.
I
believe he's in his 50s.
Yeah, it's just Desert Storm was like one of the smaller battles we had. You don't hear about too many Desert Storm veterans. Like, they're out there, but they're not, as common as the Iraqi veterans and Afghanistan veterans and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think Hughes is another one of our veterans that served some combat time overseas. As we were looking at Nullback's car, Ludi able to get the lead. Wiggins having a little bit of a moment there coming off of turn 2. Got a little loose, kind of slapped the wall, and just behind him, you have Conley. He's also running the old veteran scheme. Evan Ludi leading the way currently right now. I think the couple guys to keep your eye on as the long run goes, it's that 3 of Schaefer and the 54 of Brandon Banks. Keep an eye on those two guys as this run goes on. Oh, they see that Banks got, I don't know if he got loose off of 4 or what, but he's going through the grass. Him and Justin May involved in the wreck. I think Banks got loose. I literally just, I just cursed him. Yeah, it got loose, and unfortunately Justin May nowhere for him to go. But I think Justin May might have got through that without really any damage on that car. No, I'm not seeing any damage on his car. Oh, as I say that, oh, collect it, May. Woo!
Yeah, he got it gathered back up. Had to stop at the end of pit road there to get it straight, but I think that's going to be something we see all night. The car on the bottom line of 3 and 4, it kind of starts tracking towards the apron, and if you're already on the paint, that left front tire hits the apron, it just snaps the car loose.
Yeah,
or right towards the wall.
And as we were watching that replay, Pretty Chestnut able to take back over the lead from Evan Ludi. Pretty has yet to get a win this season, but he has looked solid in all the races so far. So kind of surprised he has yet to score a victory. And said it last week, we are currently 5 for 5 with new winners.
Yeah, I believe Preety will get one this season. He's been fast, but just hasn't been able to put it all together.
Yeah.
Once he puts it together, he'll be able, as we see Nathan Penley going to the inside wall. I thought I saw that happen a little earlier on there.
You know what? The curse of race winners just seems to continue this season. Oh, actually, it was him and Grindle got into it. So coming off of turn 2.
I think Penley got a little loose and had to chase it up the track, and maybe some net code involved there, but no caution.
No caution, and I don't know if Penley smacked the wall hard enough on that left front to give him toe damage.
Looked like his right front tire may have been bent out.
You said right front?
It kind of looked like it on my screen, but I could be wrong.
He hits. He never hit right side. It was all left side
Yeah.
contact thing inside the wall.
Well, with that damage, I feel like his race is pretty much over anyways. And he's not going to be able to keep pace. It might actually help the car tighten up in the corner, but...
Yes, we're watching that replay. Evan literally fell back to 4th. Now you got Justin Atkinson in the 42 making up some ground on Pretty Chestnut.
I think running that high line might have hurt his tires a little bit.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that really suck about really iRacing and these setups is you can't really run the high like you see him do in real life. Real life, you see him run.
Ethan Collier going around off backstretch, looks like.
Another former winner this season. He has to be lucky he has that win in the bank because he just went for a hole that wasn't there.
Yep. 23 was there, and he turned down into him. Oh, something happened to Preedy.
No, he just
he's
blinked
blinking.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought the same thing because I couldn't find him.
Got a little hornet's nest back here by the 3 of Eric Schaefer.
Holy cow, yeah, we do. And look at Kevin Biggs. I said he had kind of had a bad qualifying effort. Started back here in 17th. He's made his way up to 9th. Up to 7th. So he's up 10 spots from where he started at.
Just got around the 3 car.
I'm kind of surprised to see Schaefer falling back like this. I thought he'd be making his way to the front this time of the run, but he's actually losing ground right now.
Well, it may be a fuel strategy, too, to try to make it. Last season, we had a lot of these races that were close on fuel to making the stage, and
yeah.
We kind of saw that out of the 3 and the 54, where they would slow it down, save the fuel, and run all the way through the stage.
Another guy who's on the move is the 32 of Brady Price. He's up 17 from where he started at. A lot of guys on the move right now.
And that caution did help a little bit as far as fuel goes, but I don't know if it will be enough.
I mean, if you're saving, I think that caution will be able to help you make it for the end. But the biggest thing is, you got to make sure you're able to make it around to come down pit lane, or you're gonna get in the line penalty for any close pit.
Yeah, right now the 3 is getting freight trained. He's been passed by a lot of cars, so it seems to me that he is definitely in fuel conservation mode.
Well, let's go on board as the 3. Oh yeah, he definitely is. Clutching it in.
Yeah. He wouldn't be falling back like he is if he was actually driving the car.
Yeah, and sometimes that strategy can bite you in the butt, because if we do see a caution, now you're back in traffic. Now you're back there with the squirrels.
Yeah, but I also believe that tires are going to be huge here. They only have 4 sets. And 130 laps. So if you can save a set of tires, it could make a big deal at the end.
Man, Atkinson and that number 42 machine able to get the lead taken away. Well, now you got 42 in the lead. It's going to be interesting, because if Schaefer can make it to the end, he can put a lot of cars a lap down. But if I'm these guys and it's close on fuel, I don't imagine these guys taking tires. I think they're just going to top it off with maybe a 3 gallons and go.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Brady Price into the wall. I don't know. And it's such a tough decision to make, though, because you top off with fuel, then you got to come back down for tires. If you can go get your tires and stay on the lead lap, which is going to be very, very difficult, um, then you're sitting pretty decent. You're not really off strategy. You're gaining the track position at the stage, but it's going to be tough to do as this field continues to get spread out.
Yeah, I'm right on board. A couple guys. Axon, he's clutching in the corner entries. See what Pretty does here. Ooh, Pretty actually a little bit of moment there coming off turn 4.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Preety saving fuel. He's one of those guys that's going to push every lap. At least that's what I've seen of him throughout the season.
Yeah, he's not saving at all, but Axon is, and for the 42 to be able to gain ground on the 22 with saving fuel, that's pretty impressive. Kevin Biggs, he's made his way up to 5th.
Chad Wiggins, one of our top 10 qualifiers, he's dropped back, but I'm pretty confident he is saving fuel as well. He's kind of known for that.
Yep, collecting it in. The Wiggins in a Yoda? He is. I reckon that's the ugly dash. To go in stage 2. And it's crazy. I can actually hear everyone starting to save some fuel. A lot of people clutching in.
The question is, will it be enough?
Yeah, and like I said, you got to be able to make sure you have enough for the end of the stage and be able to pace around until pits open. I mean, you can enter pits early, but it's going to be the end of the line penalty, so it's kind of risk versus reward. Is it worth risking it to have an EOL at the start of the final stage?
Brandon Hughes hit the wall. Looks like he's very slow coming off of turn 4. Probably heading down pit road.
There he is. Looks like he's entering his pit box here. Skill issue. I told you, man. You want to talk crap? You can hop on my rig and race one of these series.
For as loose as this car is, I'm surprised that we've only had one caution.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact a lot of people are saving fuel, so they're not really pushing the issue right now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens after the stage.
The Axon is definitely saving fuel. But Axon's doing it the smart way. He's just letting the off throttle time be the time he's on the clutch. I don't think he's really losing a lot of lap time without he's driving that car right now.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it as far as the distance between Atkinson and Preety. It looks like he's maintaining that gap for the most part.
I will say this, I'm starting to see a lot of four-wheel slides out of some of these guys going through 1 and 2.
Oh, looks like somebody came to pit road and hit the cone.
The 22, a Pretty chestnut. If he hit the cone, that could be a pit violation. Depending on how he hit the cone. Ooh, I think he might have got it. I think he might have got them pit lane in time. Ooh, maybe. Should be interesting to see if Pretty got a violation here or not. He's just taking fuel. No tires on our 22. He's sitting there for a bit, too. I think he may have got
Watching.
that penalty.
Well, I don't see anything showing in iRacing, but it may be one that he's serving
He's serving it right now,
in his
yeah.
box. Yeah.
Yeah, he is sitting there for a while. It is not just a feel and go. It is going to be a whole penalty. And if I'm the 40, or not the 40, the 22, I don't know why you just don't take tires there. You know you're going to go a lap or two down. Take tires so you can risk staying out at stage rate. And get a lap back. Hey, he's still in pit lane. You can go 2 laps down now.
I'm curious if he was speeding down pit road as well.
We got some more takers. Nallback, the 77 of Golker coming down this time.
Oh yeah, he was speeding.
Oh, was he? By get him out?
Looking at it. Well, he was doing 53 at the line. I believe pit road is 50 some.
45?
Something.
So this is going to be interesting because this is going to be the
45.
last opportunity for guys to come down pit lane. Because pit lane's closed with 2 to go. The leader's going to come collect 3 to go on the stage right here. So if anyone can't make it on field, they're going to have to pit this time or serve a penalty for entering a closed pit. I don't see no takers. Oh, everyone must be able to make it on fuel. Jason Hastings getting past quite a bit.
Oh, I'm sure he's saving as well.
Actually going to come collect 2 to go this time. Biden on 38th coming down pit lane. Gordon is Spain. That should be a penalty. Pit should be closed here.
They
are.
Just closed.
Because
So
Gordon
it's a matter of
is going to get a
did he
penalty.
make it?
No, I don't think he did. Now, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be the first time this season we have had a fuel run like this for a stage. There was a new rule implemented over the off-season. You can no longer push your teammates down pit lane if they are out of fuel. So if you run out of fuel, you're going to have to either nurse it all the way in and hope you can make it, or you're going to have to tow. Atkinson in the 42, he is going to win stage 1 here at Kansas. I think the 23 of Conley's coming on pit lane. That's going to be a penalty for him as well.
Yeah, 38 definitely did not make it down pit road before the pit road closed. So he will have to serve that black flag.
I think he already served it. Yeah, he's down a lap here to serve it.
Yeah, he may have been sitting on pit road for a bit.
Ooh, I think the 14 of Miller is out of fuel. He is.
He better hope he can roll all the way back.
There's no shot. He's going. Oh, what is he going? Pull that up. Oh, that's driver inputs. Dashboard. He's going 36 miles an hour coming out of turn 2. There's no way you're making it.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it.
No. Oh wait, no, he's in turn 4. Never mind.
He might make it. Depends on where his pit box is.
Miller qualified 15. Oh, wow.
So he's about halfway.
See, so sometimes this is why I don't mind not qualifying, because cases like this, it works out perfectly for you.
And I see a few that went down pit road while pits were closed.
That would just be an EOL once the caution came out.
Yep.
Miller will be able to make it. If I'm Miller, you just take fuel right here. Just put enough fuel and start it up and come back down pit lane. I think no, he's taking tires. I think he should have time. Oh, did Axon run out? He did. The 42 has ran out of fuel. He's going to have to tow.
That's unfortunate.
And that's what I was talking about, the risk you run staying out like that. If you,
Absolutely. They make a choice, and they once they make that choice, they're committed to it. And if it doesn't work out, they kind of got to pay the price.
now, I'm kind of surprised Atkinson towed because he could have rolled the pit lane just like Miller did and not lost a lap. But he's towed. He's going to lose at least one, maybe two laps by towing like that.
Yeah, it looked like I don't know if he had enough speed to make it though.
I mean, Miller was going 34.
Yeah, what was okay? Yeah, but where was he pitted at?
Oh, pretty overshot his pit box. Evan Ludy gonna be new. Actually, no, correction. William Peters gonna be your new leader. He had the king off pit lane. What?
Peters is I think going to get an EOL because he pitted while right after the caution.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Penny's going all the way back to hand the lead over to Evan Ludy here when we go back green flag race here. So 35 laps at the fuel window. It's a two-stop race from here. I just have a feeling this can be a lot more racy this time.
I agree. I think everybody realized it was going to be save fuel or have to pit. So I feel like now everybody's going to be pushing for position and preparing for green flag pit stops.
With Nobak getting his lap back, so it's going to leave. Wow, quite a few people lap down. This battle for the Lucky Dog could get interesting. Conley, Barden, May, Penley all lap down. Penley's damaged. Miller, Spain, and Atkinson.
And Greedy with that speeding penalty ended up 2 laps down.
That's why I was saying he should have just took tires on that pit stop and then stayed out here and get a lap back. When you get a penalty like that, you just gotta take your loss where it's at and take some tires.
Yep, minimize the loss.
Yeah. Stop the bleeding while you can. Alrighty, pitcher's gonna pull off. Evan Ludy leads back to green here. Says Broso on his outside. Green flag back out in the air.
Inside lane got a little checked up there, but I think it's still going to work out.
Ooh, Broso got a little loose. Had to chase it up the track and open up the door for Stewart and Schaefer to get by. Eric Schaefer, the biggest surprise here. 5 races in, actually 6 races in, to not be in victory lane yet. I think this is where we really start seeing the speed of that 3, especially on this long run here. Schaefer able to get by Peltier for P2.
So for the lucky dog battle, Atkinson was able to pass all those other cars a lap down and is currently in that lucky dog spot.
Yeah, and this is kind of, if you ask me, with how much racing's left to go, this is kind of a little bit more important. And the lucky dog battle if Marshall gets into the wall, come off of turn 4. Because if a caution flies, it can put you back on the lead lap and back in contention.
Oh, this is wild back here. 3 wide, several rows into turn 1.
Marshall into the wall. Oh, this is getting racy. If a caution's going to fly from me from right here.
5 had to check up. They got it all sorted.
Yeah, Marshall, he dropped like an absolute anchor. We're back there watching that, and the number 3 has made his way into P1. Eric Schaefer in that clean air, and I think that's the last place you want that 3 to be on a long run.
Yeah, we've seen Eric Schaefer a lot where he gets out front, he just kind of manages the gap, conserves his tires.
Yeah.
I think we'll see the same here. He's not going to pull out to a huge lead. He's just going to maintain.
I think the 23, yeah, just saw 3 wide back here. Calmly, the 9 of Schlonbach for 3 wide. Calmly trying to catch, trying to catch up to the 42. If that's your battle for the lucky dog.
Got an issue with the 45. Ooh, that was close.
Ooh, he is slow.
Yeah, I think he got loose off a 4, had to check up, and then they were just passing him on the inside and the outside.
Yeah, I was just about to talk about him because he went for a spin earlier and he was running top 10 before he got loose right there. Schaefer built up to a half a second lead over the 28 of Ludi, and oh look now, Scott Stewart, he's starting to come to the front. Stewart started all the way back in 21st, up 18 spots, and right behind him, no, he's up 24 spots. Peltier is up 18 spots in P3. As far as Xfinity drivers go, he's our biggest mover. The biggest mover of the race is Matt Forns, but he's going to pull it down pit lane with a couple to go. He's up 26.
Starting to get side by side back here again, back around the 16th spot. Oh, caution!
Oh!
Matt Forns, you jinxed him.
Oh, Matt, no!
Took some more with him.
Matt Forns, those are not barrels, my guy.
I don't know what got him sideways there.
I don't know. Did he drift up? Yeah, he drifted up into Van Westen. Yep, just drifted up. Van Westen caught the back end of that car, flipping around into the 21. And then Ethan Collier comes through right there and just wham! Oh, and he took out the... Who else did he take out?
I think the 38 was there, the 45.
Big contact there for the 38. And here, or the 45, and here comes the 38. That got bounced around like a ping pong ball. Wow. I wonder what happened. What happened to the 21 after this contact? I should see. Yeah, 21 got loose off a 4. You see Forns drift up off the nose. He goes. Ooh, right in back into the 21, and that was Wiggins. Some north-south and north-south crime. Wiggins came up and took out Conley. So Wiggins got caught up in this. Shoot to the inside, trying to get off the inside wall. He hits the inside wall, back up the track. Unfortunately, Mr. Collins nowhere for him to go as Darren Cannon involved in that as well.
Uh, so in the session, there's some people taking accountability for that. It was actually the 21 car apologized because he came down the track.
I don't think the 21 did, though.
Yeah, he came down quite a bit, and the 910 came up a little bit.
I mean, I guess Matt Florence didn't get enough TV time last night on NBC, so he wanted more tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, like I was telling my buddy, they had to do something to make Phoenix interesting. They had to do something. Pace car over here hitting the barrels, like.
At first glance, it looked like the pace car got spun off the nine's nose, but then they went back and showed the replay, and nope, did it himself.
I thought the Martinsville incident last year was pretty bad. This one takes the cake on pace cars, like. And then I thought it was hilarious to broadcast had to make sure we knew it was not Michael Phelps driving that pace car. They like made a point, like just to let you guys know, Michael Phelps was not in the pace car.
So I'm assuming that some of these guys went down pit road there. I went back and watched the replay. I wasn't seeing what was happening live.
I think everyone behind Schaefer came down. Oh.
That's kind of what I was figuring.
And I want to say the 42 of Atkinson should have been Lucky Dog. Well, I'm not seeing him on track for some reason. Oh, he's in pit lane right now. Okay.
But it is showing him on the lead lap, so he must have got the lucky dog and then pitted.
Yeah.
It will definitely be interesting to see if he can drive himself back up to the front.
Now the question is, did Schaefer and them take tires? Go back and watch Schaefer's pit box. A pit stop, see if he took tires. No, I don't see. I think it was just fuel and go for Schaefer. What about Alyssa in the 71? I think she just took fuel as well. Yep, so all these guys coming up pit lane, they're just coming down topping their cars off. Smart move for these guys.
And they didn't give up a whole lot of track position to do it. They're Schaefer and Alyssa are still running inside the top 10.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's a one-stop race for them from here on out, though. You can go green with 75.
I think it puts you in a good window, though. 35 laps of fuel, that puts you at the lap 80. Call it 115, and you got a short run to the end. You're still in a 2-lap window, but you can be a little more aggressive with your tires later on.
Green flag, green flag.
Maybe lap 90.
Math is hard.
I know. you had my tism being like, what? Well, Evan Ludy back in the lead.
125, so they might actually try to one-stop, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, and if you're Ludy right here, what you want to do is try to get a decent lead, because you know that 3 is Schaefer. He's going to be charging through the front. He's actually looking low on the 32 of Brady Price. Brady is blinking like crazy on my end. Holy cow.
Yeah, Brady has internet issues quite a bit. Quality's down.
My neck hurts. It says, well, that was fun. Hey, it's not a north-south race unless they take each other out, all right? At least once. Where's the 30? Yeah, there it is. Watching back here, 30 of Broso and Biggs. A little bit too wide action back here with Golker and 0-18 of Jacob Tree.
Jacob's having a solid run, keeping his car clean, just kind of running mid-pack. Hasn't been wrecked out yet.
You're gonna jinx him.
He'll probably hate me for that.
Well, currently our battle for the lucky dog. It is this 90 of May leading the way, and the car right behind him for position. Well, it was Penley. I think Barton just got around him. But Nathan Penley's still out there trucking some laps, trying to get some spots. Luckily, he has that win earlier this season. Doesn't really have to worry about points, but and this is definitely a night and day season for Penley outside that one win.
Well, and realistically, once you have that win, I think you're going for that regular season championship, because that's, instead of 5 bonus points like it was last season, it's 10 bonus points this season. So, or did I go backwards on that? I don't remember. Anyways, it's extra bonus points going into the playoffs. Definitely something that you want to shoot for.
Yeah, but the thing about Penley, though, is where the heck is he at in points? He's only 22nd in points.
Yeah, he's had some rough races.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of some points, our points leader currently Eric Schaefer looking to the inside of Alan Grendel. That's your battle for 6. Pretty cool looking Napa scheme on the 37. I like it. It's different.
Yeah, it's 10 bonus points for the regular season championship. Last season it was 5. So definitely a big assist going into the playoffs if you can get that regular season championship.
Grendel working around the outside of Peters for 5th.
Oh, we had a ride along with Chad Wiggins, but...
Oh, shoot. I'll have to redeem that. Wait, what? Chad, you're out of the race. What? Uh-oh. You there, Tony?
Yeah, I'm here.
My iRacing just crashed. I just lost packets. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, the broadcast just gone.
Yeah, let's do it. Add real quick, and let me get this damn thing pulled back up. What the heck? I've never lost packets before. I know I can't find it now. Hopefully. Okay, that is a first for me. Reading package. Thankfully, we got a 2-minute long ARCA sponsor.
Cedric's about to lose his packets.
I'm already in the session? No, I'm not. Oh, Lord. Alright, and we're back. Finally. You want to be stupid. Alright, so want to be stupid. We're literally currently leading the way while we were gone. He gets around Broso. Oh. Hey, what happened to Broso?
Cedric lost internet connection.
Oh, that's
dropped his
right.
packet. He's back in the session now, but he's several laps down. 9 at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, last we missed. Unfortunately, Itsuki won't be no help because it's going to go off what they're doing now. So, fuel windows should be interesting. I do imagine Ludi and them pitting here anytime soon. They left Kingdom pit lane, I believe, on lap 44. So they're getting close to that 35 lap window. Top 3, Ludi, Biggs, Stewart. Brady Price having a solid run. Sitting 4th.
First one went on that alternate pit strategy, I believe, is Alyssa Peltier Sharp. She came down at that lap 50 something caution.
Yep.
Topped off her fuel. So she can run, hit the wall there, but she can run a little longer than these cars in front of her.
I think he might be a little bit behind. We're coming on turn 4 now.
Yeah, I saw it on the stream.
Oh! Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised Eric hasn't made up more ground. I thought for sure he'd be up here running top 3, but his teammate, Brandon Banks, is definitely making up some ground. Had that moment off of turn 4 in that first stage. He's bounced back, currently sitting in 9th. Still see a little bit of residual damage from that contact with Justin May right on his numbers at his door. So Cedric Broso has crashed. I don't know if he crashed or if SEK is messing up. SEK is messing up. But yet again, I almost wonder if Schaefer's saving.
He probably is. When we were running the numbers before, it was like a 5 lap difference on a one stop race from where he pitted. So he may be saving, trying to extend this fuel run out a little bit, and then coming in at the last moment, topping it off and going.
Well, we're on board of Schaefer. See if we can hear him clutch in here. Oh, no clutching in by that 3 at Schaefer. Just maybe he's just struggling right now, which is kind of surprising. Oh, why is my sound on? Oh, 86 is pitting in. Someone else is coming in as well. I'm glad I caught it hitting in, not something else. It did that earlier too. I had to leave the session, come back in, and it turned my voice audio back on, which is weird because it's never done that. The 96, 86, dang it. 910 both came down pit lane. What I was trying to do before is let me refund Wiggins here.
28's coming down, 18.
Really solid entrance there by Biggs. Closed up a lot of ground on that 28 machine. That's gonna put Scott D. Stewart in the lead in the 88. Would imagine Stewart and everybody else come in within the next couple laps. I think Stewart's coming in this time. Brady Price gonna fall. He's gonna put the 71 of Alyssa Peltier in the lead. Alyssa able to go probably about 15 more laps or so. She came in, I want to say, around lap 55.
I think it was like 54, 55. I think that's only going to give them about 10 more laps.
Yeah. Math is hard.
But coming in at 10 laps, that's, like 90, lap 92. Maybe, that's kind of right on that edge.
Yeah, it is. Why we got the green flag run? Give me a second. I gotta pull up another overlay I had to close out because it wasn't working. Today iRacing don't want to work. Yeah, Alyssa has a decent lead over Schaefer, a 1.9 second lead right now. So solid run here tonight by Alyssa Peltier. If I'm not mistaken, she won in the ARCA Series a race last season, looking for her first Xfinity Series win. And it's just
Well, and she's sitting in a good spot for it, really. If she can stretch the fuel out, there's a good chance. If this goes green, it may fall into her favor.
yeah, but the one thing that might hurt her is you do got these two teammates behind her working together, and one thing we have noticed or come to know about Schaefer and Banks is these two work really well together on fuel runs and stuff like that. And I'm actually kind of surprised Banks isn't closer to Schaefer. Maybe give him a little bit of draft up down the straightaways.
It may actually upset that car.
Yeah.
With as loose as it is, that might be why he's keeping his distance.
Yeah, and Peltier's actually gaining on her. She's up to 2.2 seconds now. Tom Golker and Alan Grindle, they're going at it. Whoa, Scotty Stewart all the way down on the apron. Thank God.
Yeah, there's some cars on fresh tires and some cars on old tires, so it's gonna get interesting as these fresh tires start trying to pass these slower cars on old tires.
Yeah, and this is where you gotta kind of be smart with where you're making your moves at. You can't get too aggressive with it. Brady Price getting around Tom Golker. Brady Price, one of the guys. Got fresh tires. Golker got loose coming off of turn 2 there. Oh, a little bit of contact back here by Preety. Calmly saying Moody and Peters doing really well in practice the last few times he ran. Yeah, Moody's been doing well tonight. Actually working on getting his lap back the hard way, which would be huge if a caution does fly.
Oh, absolutely. You at least want to be that first car one lap down, so you know, if the caution were to come out, you could take the lucky dog. But
I have a huge gut feeling Schaefer and Banks are in absolute save mode right now because he's still losing time to Alyssa.
And you can't imagine Alyssa's really pushing too hard. She's trying to stretch her fuel as long as she can to one-stop this from here.
Yeah, as I'm right on board with Schaefer, I don't know if he's getting full throttle down the straight. It doesn't sound like it, but maybe these cars aren't as high in RPMs as I think they are at this track. I mean, they're getting a little over 8,000 RPMs, so they might be going full throttle. Oh! Banks having a moment as we're on board with him with Brady Price went to go around him. I heard Banks really had to get out of the gas, and oh my gosh, that was a close call. Here comes Brady Price to the outside. Wow! Brady, I guess he's trying to imitate the guy on the field goal from last night in the Lions game, because that's about as close as that was.
Yeah, that was... He could have given him more room than that.
Yeah.
That was tight. He's on old tires, you're on new tires. Give him a little more than 2 inches.
Well, we're back there watching on board with Banks and Schaefer, Stewart, Biggs, Ludi all got back on the lead lap. First car lap down is currently at 32 a Price.
Oh, we got somebody on the infield.
Oh, that's Sam Gordon. Here comes Jacob Treat down pit lane. The 14 coming down pit lane as well. Not sure what happened to Gordon. Let's go back and see what happened there. I think he's just trying to come down pit lane.
Yeah, that apron.
Yeah, trying to come down. Yep, hit the apron and just will not get off the apron. And unfortunately for Sam, that's going to be a hold penalty for him.
Yeah, I feel like he may have come in a little too hot, too.
Oh,
a lot of cars coming down pit road now. I saw the 77 come down.
Alyssa came down.
Yep.
And here's the thing about Schaefer. How much longer can Schaefer and Banks run? Same with Atkinson. Atkinson's out there as well.
can't imagine it's going to be much more.
Staying on another lap. That's big. Both these DVR guys, they were the ones that beat last season. They have yet to find victory lane here in this season. I think Schaefer's coming down this time. He is. Banks coming down as well. He's going to hand the lead over the 42. So if I'm not mistaken, he came down with Schaefer them as well, and he's able to stay out a whole nother lap.
Just called out he was pitting.
I was going to hand the lead back over to Evan Ludi in the 28. And while we were busy dealing with good old iRacing technical issues, someone was talking about Jacob's car. I'm going to take a quick look at this because I saw it in Discord. I don't know if I'll be able to get a good look at it. He should have made the names black. But Jacob actually has the list of veterans he had. He has them on his car. I think someone said Jacob made that paint scheme himself and looking really good.
Yeah, he spent hours making that paint scheme.
Someone should have told him to make the names black so they appeared better. But it still looks good.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, having a solid night. Oh, wait, he's not the leader. 28th leader. Wow, it is dicey up here in traffic.
Well, and with the multiple strategies we have, it's gonna be very interesting. That first wave is gonna be on what 15, 20 lap older tires now.
Well,
versus probably about 15 versus the ones that just came in for freshies. They're gonna be just blowing their doors off here shortly.
I think I can look at that stint length, and I can. They're on 16 lap old tires, and Alyssa and them just came off of pit lane a couple laps ago. And with them staying out as long as they did, Alyssa's actually 16 seconds behind Ludi, but they are on completely different fuel strategies. Yeah,
Alyssa, I believe, is the first one on that fuel strategy. If this goes green, it should, if she's able to save enough fuel, she will be in a very good position to win this race. If a caution comes out, that changes everything now.
Oh man, iRace is just having a heyday today. SDK is messing up big time.
Last lap by, Alyssa had 3 seconds over the second car on that strategy, Eric Schaefer. I think Darren Cameron is in there as well, about 2 seconds behind Alyssa.
Yeah, but Schaefer's saying that being able to stay up with 2 extra laps is really going to benefit him.
Gives him a little bit more insurance than Alyssa. If he does have enough to make it to the, or she does have enough to make it to the end, he might have enough for a green-white checkered, And
waiting for the SDK to update when she last pitted. Currently has 31 to go this time by. I can't see how long she stayed out for because I had to leave the set, or I didn't have to leave the session booted me.
I believe she pitted on, it was at the lap 54 or 55. She came in around
92.
Yeah. So That's like 38 laps, give or take.
She might have enough.
It's definitely going to be close.
Here comes Jason Haston trying to get his lap back the hard way.
Oh, is your overlay acting up, or did something happen to Alyssa?
Overlay's acting up.
Okay,
Yeah, it's been acting up to the iReach that she booted me.
gotcha.
Schaefer's starting to close that gap. It was a 3-second gap back to Alyssa, now down to about a second and a half. The battle really close to watch, because if those two drivers are good on fuel, that's gonna be the battle for the lead once these top 5 come down pit lane.
Well, and in reality, Banks and Schaefer are better off on fuel than Alyssa is by staying out those couple extra laps. I assume that Alyssa's probably going to try to save the fuel on the front end, and maybe if they get closer, she'll push a little harder.
Brady Price making his way around someone, or at least it looks like he was. Oh, this SDK messing up. $25 to go.
The top 5 cars have to pit. There's no way around it.
Yeah, no.
But I think their strategy is to stay out as long as they can and hope for a caution that would equal the playing field. But yeah, if when they pit, that's going to cycle the lead out to Alyssa, Eric Schaefer, and Brandon Banks fighting for that P1 position.
Yeah, and P3 would be the 42 Atkinson, who pitted actually later than anybody else. He was able to stay out the longest.
And that may come to fruition there, because he can push a little harder potentially than some of these other drivers in front of him that are on the same strategy.
Yeah, so Evan Ludy and them, they could probably stay out another 7 to 9 laps, but they have to come down pit lane. I also wonder if you're Ludy and them, if you're hoping for a yellow. Like, Ludy's built a good lead up, but putting a yellow group everyone back together.
Yeah, I think all 5 of those. There it is.
Oh my god! I can't. I quit. I can't. Nathan Penley with issues. Wow.
I didn't even see what it was for.
Nathan Penley. What in the hell? You know what? I'll leave it up to that.
Yeah.
I get maybe he has something going on, but I don't know why he didn't pull all the way down to the wall. He just... Yeah, that's the caution really any track could go to. A car on the track just below the racing line, especially going into 3 like that.
Well, and to be fair, typically that won't throw a caution. He's off the racing surface, and he wasn't stopped for more than a split second. But that was strange.
Nope, everyone's coming down pit lane now. Actually, they say that new brawl Hastings, they're choosing to stay out. Interesting strategy. Same with Nallback. Interesting strategy, but these guys choosing to stay out here.
Well, that's gonna kind of put everybody up front on equal tires, I believe. I think everybody was able to take tires there. Still had at least a set in the pits.
Mm-hmm.
So not the end of the world for Alyssa, Schaefer, Banks, because they're starting 5th, 7th, and 8th respectively. Maybe a little further back now. Something is going on. iRacing cycling them back, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, and now they're going to get done. 20 to go. Um, it's not necessarily a sprint because of how tire fall off is here at Kansas with these cars. You still got to manage your tires.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard on a fuel run about a second of fall off. I don't know if that was at 100% fuel or 65% like we run here, but that's pretty significant fall off.
Yeah, and this is still over basically a half a fuel run, a little over half a fuel run. So, well, there'll be a half a fuel run. So you still got to make sure you manage the tires. You can't go full out here. If you do, you're going to be hurting a lot in the last couple of laps.
But I also think that track position is going to be pretty big here. Fresh air is going to make that car handle better on older tires.
Oh, Schaefer just... I thought Schaefer had issues. He shot towards that wall.
Warming up his tires.
He warmed him up into the wall. Alrighty, Patriots gonna pull off. Evan Luty leads back to green. 18 laps to go here at Kansas.
Green, green, green.
Evan Luty with a good jump.
Yeah, that's the advantage you get with that restart zone. I'm really glad they added that into iRacing. Real about to be a little further back with Alyssa, Stewart, Big, Price, Schaefer all back here duking it out. Oh, Brady getting loose, able to save it. What a save by Brady Price. Wow. How about old Jacob Tree running in the top 10 P9 currently?
There you go. Yeah, go Jacob. Side by side with Kevin Biggs and Alyssa, Peltier Sharp. for that P3 position.
Ooh, Alyssa got loose off of turn 2. Whoa, there goes not
Casey
49.
Hastings loose. And don't look now, but in P6, the winner of the stage who ran out of fuel.
Yeah. What a
Oh.
rebound.
There is a somewhat of a wreck. The 018 and the 54.
Oh, Jacob.
I don't know what caused that, but the 54 is very, very slow. He's pulling off the track and getting to pit road. I think he's going to call it a night.
That is one way to enter pit lane. Let's go back see what happened to Banks real quick. Oh, yellow.
I heard in game something with the 3.
I'm kind of surprised Banks called it a night from that because Jacob got loose, got into Banks, but I'm not seeing any damage on that 54. And so something with the 3. Oh! Big, big, big wreck. I think Alyssa came down a little too much. Wow, netcode. That's netcode.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, 100% netcode. There's no prediction code, nothing. That was...
Nah, there's 2-3 feet of gap there.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, netcode and Schaefer's night and Alyssa's night, both of those drivers having a really, really solid night. Then we go up to the track, hard impact into the outside wall.
So going back to the 018 and the 54 incident, it looked like the 54 got loose on the bottom and the 018 got loose on the top, and they just came together.
Oh! Oh! My! There's a lot to break down with this one. So, you had Hastings involved in this. He had nowhere to go. Alyssa comes down, he gets into him, Nallback gets into Hastings. Hastings up the track in and Nallback, Darren Kane involved, and then he had another massive pile up back here by Sam Gordon in the 5. Hear him wrecking. They're just stopped on track. Wow. We're about to go on board here as Jacob. Let's go on board here as Mr. Jacoby. Talk about threading the needle, Tony. Oh my gosh! What a save! Oh, no, oh. Does he have any damage from that? I don't think he does.
I was going to say, if anything, maybe he scraped the wall, but I don't even think he did that.
That was absolutely impressive. For him to be able to pull that car in and not hit the wall, while probably in the most vulnerable part of the corner, off a corner exit, or middle corner, 3 and 4. Like, this is impressive right here. Hits the brake, saves it, and just, wow. Wow.
Yeah, a little scrape on the wall, but I think he's going to be just fine.
That was impressive. Connor says I got a skid mark from watching that. Yeah, that was... Woo!
Well, I think we're going to have about a 10-lap shootout to the end here.
I think if you have a set of tires and you're running, towards the back half of this pack, why not throw them on here?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're outside the top 10, I mean, there's only 13 that ink out. Yeah, I would say if you're Golker on back, if you have the set of tires, take them right here. Oh, if pit lane's still open. Get those fresh tires put on. That was a big wreck. And I'm not surprised that Alyssa had netcode like that, because I don't know if you saw it, but in the practice, there was a moment I was adjusting cameras and stuff like that, and I just happened to catch it. Alyssa got in the back of Darren, got him loose, he goes up and hits the ball. There was literally a whole car length. Like, you could put a whole car in between them, and Alyssa damn near flipped the car.
Yep, I saw that.
Okay, you saw that, yeah.
Yep.
I have seen some horrendous netcode, but that is probably the worst I've ever seen. You think I put a picture of an Xfinity chat? I did, yeah. You can put a whole car between those two.
For those of our watchers who are in the league, if you haven't seen yet, we are hosting a fundraiser race for a driver within the league having some medical issues. If it's something you would like to participate in, check out the Discord channel. Get the details on that. November 22nd is the race. Trucks at Talladega.
Alrighty, it's going to be 11 to go. We take a green flag here. Evan Ludy going to lead the green. Scotty Stewart to his outside.
Green flag.
Oh, look now, we got that 42. We start P4 here.
Yeah, Ludy with a really nice restart again. That restart zone definitely helping out that leader big time here. Kevin Biggs is going to clear for second.
Oh! He cleared, but he wasn't clear.
And we got a wreck at the back. 22, 21, 9, 33.
Dang, either guy's not even on the lead lap back here. Oh. Ooh. I think that was on the 9.
I think it was just tight racing, honestly. 9 gets a little sideways. 22 shoots the gap. Coming in the corner. 9 washes up a little bit. Yeah, he came off the track a little bit, but 3 wide into the corner. Probably not the greatest.
Yeah, I think this caution something Ludy wanted to see.
I think Ludy was going to run away. I really do. That jump, he's been fast all night. I think he was going to run away with it. I think this might actually hurt him a little bit. The more restarts we have, the more chances you have as the leader to screw up that restart. So if you get a really good restart like he did the last time, you kind of want to see that one run green.
As Evan Ludy's looking to be our first multi-time winner this season, then looking to go back-to-back after waiting forever to finally get into victory lane. He might just go 2 in a row.
But, you know, that 18 car running there in third hasn't been to victory lane yet. We might just keep this new winner each race thing alive.
Well, I mean, really, look at the top 10. Only the top 2 have won this season.
Right. I know Brady Price isn't going to hold back. He's going to send it.
I don't think Brady Price has won in this league yet. I know he won the regular season champion in truck season 1, I do believe.
That was so long ago, I couldn't remember.
But he has yet to find victory lane.
And that 42 car sitting back there in 5th. Ran out of fuel after the stage, had the tow, lap down, got his lap back, running in 5th. You know, he's been pushing hard.
I think
if he can do something.
If you're the 42, you got to take your victories where you can take them. And I think a top 5 after what he went through early in this race would be a win for him.
And I believe he already has a win.
Nope.
Or was that Justin Miller? There's too many Justins
That's
in this
that's
series.
Miller. What's really going to shake up the playoffs is 3 of our 5 winners are outside the top 16 right now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be that everybody who hasn't won is going to be fighting for every point they can get.
And as far as talking about points battle goes, Eric's wrecked out. Nathan, I don't think E-Step was here tonight. Sam Gordon's wrecked out. Scott Stewart, in 4th place, is your highest position driver when it comes to points.
Yeah, E-Step took a drop, so he definitely is not here tonight. So that is going to hurt him in points, especially with, what do we have, 30, 36, 35 Xfinity drivers in the field.
A lot.
So he's not going to get a whole lot of points.
36.
Well, Matt Fornes is in there, so it'd be 35.
Oh, it would be, yeah.
Yeah. But Scott Stewart has a very good chance of taking over the points lead.
He's 28 out, so.
Yeah, but if he was able to win, I don't know where he was at in stage and where Schaefer was at in stage.
Schaefer
but,
didn't get stage points.
Yeah, so he could really close that gap. Let's call it that.
Oh, 6 to go here at Kansas. As look at the launch, Big Scott. That's what you want your Kevin Biggs. A really good launch there out of that 18 M&S machine.
And that is what Ludi did not want.
And look at Axon on the inside of Scott D. Stewart.
14 just got in the back of the 2 car, sent him up the track.
Whoa.
Able to gather it up.
Oh, and this is what you want to see for Stewart. The P2 and 3 going at it for position. But Biggs, though, with the run off a corner exit looking to the outside. 5 to go here at Kansas. Can't quite get it done.
And we got the 37 car up there, too. We haven't really talked about him too much tonight.
Oh, I thought he got loose there for a second. What a solid corner that was by Evan Ludi. Able to gain a lot of time on Kevin Biggs. And that Axon trying to knock on the door. Coming to 4 to go. Justin Atkinson trying to get to victory lane. 0.15 is the gap.
Looks like he's able to close in, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to make the pass. He's trying that high line now, it looks like. Going to see if he can carry some momentum.
Oh, Biggs loose off of 2. I think the high line hurt him.
Third position to the 88. 42 sent it in deep there. Gained. Oh,
I hear him wrecking.
Looked like the 18 hooked the 88. That was first glance, but.
Well, you know what? That is the great thing about replays. We can go back and judge them.
Actually, yeah.
I think that was netcode. Yeah. Netcode yet again. I mean, not as bad as it was with Alyssa, but there is still a gap.
Yeah, they were tight, but you can see when the 88 starts, the front end starts going up the track, it was definitely some netcode there.
Well, you know what? Every race, I need to make like a graphic for it, but we have a thank God the simulator moment, and I think this wreck right here for the 88 is it. Shit goes up into the catch fence. Did William Peters get out of this with no damage? I think he did. No, a little bit of damage on the front end for William Peters. But definitely a lot. Not as bad as it could have been as. Wow. I sure want to go on board here with the 88 for this.
Well, we're going to rack them up. We got 3 attempts at a green-white checkered.
How did Kevin Biggs fare out of that? That's my question.
I think he's okay. Maybe a little scrape on the outside wall there, but
Hey, he hit that wall pretty good. Actually, Biggs can shape out wonderfully. He's gonna restart P3 here. Well,
Connor got to call me out like that.
What'd he say?
Commentator's curse on who said he was going to take over points lead.
Look, tonight has been the night of commentator's curse, all right?
You're definitely not lying.
I don't have a random NASCAR fact. Damn points back. I don't know a random NASCAR fact. Yep. You gotta get rid of that one, because I'm not Joe.
I'll come up with one. Hang on.
Already refunded Bobby, but go for it. He can have his points back in a random NASCAR pack.
Who won the inaugural NASCAR Cup race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway?
Ooh. I would have no year that opened to know that. Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, opened early 2000s. Old Double J? No, that's too early. That's too early. Someone said Jeff Burton.
No.
Gordon? Bobby said Mark Martin.
Yeah, he Googled it.
Connor said Duke Davis.
Oof.
That would be a lie.
Right, he knew because I was asking the question. We'll go with that.
Hey, you are a big Mark Martin fan.
Yeah.
All right, first attempt at a green white checker.
So 42. Gonna try this restart on the outside lane. We're gonna see if he's able to get a better launch than we've seen on that outside lane all night. It seemed like Kevin Biggs was able to get a good restart on the bottom lane second car, but we really haven't seen the outside lane really hang with Evan Ludy tonight.
Connor, I was right. With Duke David. Oh. No, who won the inaugural Kansas race? Not who placed last in the inaugural RRL Kansas race. Alrighty. 2 to go here. Does anyone have for that short run speed the 28 has had really all night long? Tires a little bit worn out. The green flag's out. Big check money inside line. Axon able to hold even with Evan Ludy here to roll through the tri-oval into turn 1. That was a solid restart by the 42. That's what he needed. I just don't know if anyone will be able to catch Evan Ludy though. That clean air is so important on these cars. They say that.
I think getting that good restart on the outside and not being able to stay with them is kind of it, right? If you can stay side by side with them on the high line in the corner, you keep the momentum. But if you weren't able to do that, Jacob Treat loose off of 4 slams the outside.
No, Jacob was doing so well. Final lap here at Kansas. Axon looking to the inside. Axon gets a really solid run corner exit. I think Ludy might have got a little loose to open the door up for Justin down the backstretch into turn 3. Justin going to try the high line. Ludy going down low. Evan
right across. He's got the momentum on the high line. He's going to have to try.
Oh, he's going to get loose. Evan Ludy's going to go back to back. Wins here. Relentless with the wreck behind him.
18 and the 37, I believe.
Evan Ludy It took him forever to get that first win, and he has just gone back to back here in the Xfinity Series. Yeah, tough break for Jacob. He was running good. He's going to finish 15th. What a race that was for Ludi.
That was wild.
And Justin still came across P6. Here's all his team. Go back and watch that, as that was wild. So Justin, he just trying to throw that Hail Mary.
Yeah, he was trying to keep all the speed up on the top line, and that's what he had to do. If it would have held, he would have had a really good run, try to the crossover move on corner exit, but just not able to. Not enough left in the tires for him to hold.
He finished P6 in the grass. I wonder who got third. I think Biggs or
Alan Grindle.
Not third, second.
Biggs did.
Now they come down a little door bang there. They do a little tandem drift, kind of Bristol 2022 in the Xfinity Series look right there. Also, then what happened to Jacob exactly here? So he's in the wall.
He got loose off a 4.
All right, running the highline, same thing that happened to the 42, and he slams that outside wall. Jacob, though, able to finish 15th, so solid run there, though. And it's always the same where that first win can be a pain in the butt to get out of the way, but once you get out of the way, it seems like you just start winning more and more often. It seems like your nerves calm down, and you're just able to, be able to get those wins a little bit easier.
Well, I think it's a big, confidence builder, and you really don't have to worry about screwing it up because you already got that win, right? You're already locked into the playoffs.
Yeah, and Evan Ludi got a big break from that caution that came out with Nathan Penley. Really saved his race. He was going to have to come down pit lane in a couple laps. Let's kick it off with our winner. Going back to back, man. It took you forever to find victory lane. You finally do it, and you go out and you win the next week, man. I'll say this, you got super lucky with that caution that came out, started those slew of cautions, but man, what a race that was for you.
Oh man, that caution was great. I don't know what happened still. I'll go back and watch the replay, but super thankful because it really saved us, and then got some other fast cars in a bad spot later in the race. A couple really fast cars that got taken out, but I mean that long run we had, man. There was a lot of guys that I have respect for, that I think it's mutual, that kind of let me by and let me cycle out to the lead again. So thankful for some of those guys, Barden, Conley, Nallback. I mean, there's a lot of them, but just a heck of a race. Got kind of lucky with the strategy, but I mean we ran hard and fast when we needed to. And Justin, man, we were talking in chat because of course we're on the same team, and he was quicker on entry, of course, and he didn't want to run me over, and I really appreciate that because I think he could have, but he didn't. I feel bad for him spinning out. So he had a heck of a race, and he won't be on podium, so I'll give him a good shout out. But I mean, good points day for sure. Got second in stage, and like you said, back-to-back wins, and then Sonoma, man, a lot of people don't like road courses, and I've already done a couple laps, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one too. Not, knock on wood, of course, but yeah, really fun race.
All right, man. Congrats on that. Your second win, first multi-time winner here this season. Like I said, you do it back to back. Let you get your shout outs in. congrats and good luck next week as we go road course racing.
Yeah, biggest shout out of the night's got to be to veterans, man. Happy Veterans Day, both of you guys, Tony, Isaac, appreciate it. All your sacrifices. We got a lot of veterans in here and a lot of good schemes, for today. So that was good to see. But SVR, of course, Greg, Kevin Stein, Moore, Peters. I mean, all the guys that help make my car go fast because it's not just me. And of course, RL and Davey and Matt Forns, who graduated to Cup admin, and says appreciative of everybody and all the efforts.
All right, man. Congrats.
All right, thanks, boys.
All right, next let's bring down our P2 finisher, Kevin Biggs. I guess him and Grendel kind of want to do a little iRacing remake of the 2022 Bristol ending. But man, what a race that was for you. Netcode unfortunately kind of took out the 88 there. You got lucky, you got your spots back, still able to finish second, dude. I mean, what could you have done differently on those restarts and maybe try to get to Luty?
Man, I kept trying to time it, and every time I tried to time it, I just fell so bad. So that last restart, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let him go. Maybe if I can clear the fourth place car, I can get a good run coming out of 2, and then work on something on the backstretch or going into 3. But man, these cars are they're so loose. They're kind of unpredictable. Like 1 minute, one restart, it's I can roll the throttle through 1 and 2. The next, I gotta pedal it. So it's just unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate about the 88, man. I went back and looked at that replay like 18 times. I had my team telling me they were like, man, it's net code, and I was like, I didn't think I was that close to him. And that's the last guy that I would have settled for third, fourth, fifth. I didn't matter to me. I just didn't want to get in it with him.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Netcode was pretty big out there tonight. I mean, iRacing even decided they wanted to kick me out throughout the race. So iRacing clearly having some issues lately. Hopefully we can get that. Hopefully they can get that fixed. But let's get your shoutouts in. Road course racing next week. I know you like road courses, so good luck next week at Sonoma.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, I want to shout out to you guys, the admins, everybody that puts this on, my teammate, and then I want to kind of give a special shout out. I had to put my dog down this morning,
Aww.
and so it was heavy on my mind if I was actually going to race tonight. So I'm glad I did.
All right, man. Well, good luck next week at Sonoma. Congrats on the P2 here tonight.
Thanks, sir.
All right, put on a P3 finisher. Alan Grendel posted in the Twitch chat. He said 130 laps of hell before it started. Well, man, if this is hell, I think you want to revisit it if you get a P3 here tonight.
I want to redo my qualifying, man. The car was miserable all day, but I just was in right spot. I mean, right place. I mean, I was just cutting through that field. I felt like restarted 25th, 23rd, 21st, and I just kept trying to cut through this field. And man, I'm just lucky to be at the front at the end here, just considering all the wrecks in front.
Yeah, there was a couple big ones here tonight, and you were able to make your way through it. But congrats on P3 here tonight. Road course racing next week. Make some left, right turns through some really big elevation at Sonoma. So good luck next week at Sonoma. And we'll let you get your shout outs and let's get on out of here.
Oh, fun. All right. Shout out to my Mirage SRR guys. They all wrecked out today, but they put in a good effort anyway to finish the race. And shout out to the best soda in the county, Livewire at just local Circle K.
Oh, must be nice to go to your local Circle K.
Shout out to you, Isaac, for being in the booth, buddy.
Oh, man. Thank you. Alrighty, well, that will conclude tonight's race. Still got a lot of racing going on this week. You got trucks tomorrow night at Kansas. You got us Cup guys. No, trucks are at Vegas. You got us Cup guys coming here to Kansas Wednesday night. And then ARCA doing their own little thing like ARCA does. They're going road course racing a week early. 35 laps of racing at Road America. Oh, that's gonna be a night. I hate road course racing. I hate broadcasting.
I'm gonna run that one. I'll try to make it interesting for you.
Oh my god! Just pull a Matt Forward and send it into the barrel. Tires lap one turn.
So, you running a special paint scheme for the Cup race
I'm
Wednesday?
I'm running the one I made for the season. I haven't been able to use yet because I had my breast cancer awareness scheme all last month, and then I had the throwback scheme. I'm running the one I made, but I think I'm gonna go through tomorrow night and I'm gonna put the names of veterans on somewhere on my car, on my hood, or somewhere like that. So, but yeah, I'm
Very
gonna be
good.
running something out there. It's my usual paint scheme, like camo with a flag, but I'm gonna do something else for the RL veterans.
Yeah, I'm running one. I'm running one with 3 different colors of camouflage on it to represent the 3 uniforms that I've worn while serving.
Oh my gosh, you've been in that long. That's crazy.
Yep.
BDUs, ACUs, and ACPs. Or what are they
Yep.
called now? Oh my
OCPs.
OCPs. God.
Yep. So
You've been in long. You're old.
each number
Jeez.
6 on my car is a different camouflage pattern.
You are old.
I am.
Gosh. Alright, well, we will see you guys next time. Y'all have a safe week.